Now, having learned all we're able to do, we want to consider simple projects like our first basic and simple project. Now, the normal way you can type is what you have on the screen. That's why I wrote normal way of typing. Implicit functions, a function f of w is said to be implicit if blah 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 blah. That's easy to type. And for this sign, this is an omega sign. Once you know the name now, why it's showing that stuff is because I added it to an environment. For example, this is what I'm talking about. I want to make it be in this environment. So independent variable space, then I had to create an environment so it can look more beautiful. In that before I continue typing. So omega is backslash omega. That's why you have an omega there. You see, that's just it, backslash omega, and you have your signs. Then I continue typing in English just as usual. But this way the difference comes in. Clear difference. Now look at this function. Mathematically, okay, let me make this one omega, omega, omega. Okay, omega. I'm writing omega. That's silly. Okay, so I have omega there. But still, this looks, of course, you can still manage it, but it's not looking beautiful as it should be. Look at the way it's looking. It's not looking really beautiful. So you can still make it better, right? Where n, a, c, blah blah blah, constant. Now look at this material. Now this is what you will have gotten from probably any cafe or somewhere just to help you type, because of course this is to put your f bracket and the likes, but it's not really looking like a mathematics material. So I want to show you how to really make this a math material. So I'll just copy this so I can retype it and you see what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's do something interesting. So I'll call this mathematics way of typing. Okay, so I'll call this mathematics way of typing. Let's start from a new page so we can see the clear difference. Okay, so mathematical way of typing let me just put it that way. That's enough like that. So I want to write an implicit function, so I can write it this way. Implicit function. That's easy to do. Now I want to make it look like a textbook, so I will just have to bring out something like this. I'll insert. Then I want to create an environment for every of the things I want to type. So a function. There's a way the f is looking, right? The f is looking like, unlike the function I wrote earlier. The function f, you see space, then omega, omega. See that is said to be an implicit function. So I continue using the environment so I can move to the next step of all of the independents. Delete x, y. Now it's going overboard, so I want to still bring it back to normal. So make it like this. So I'm going to centralize this. Let me make this bold so that there's a way this is looking, right? Now, if these spaces are too much, if you want to just manage the space, if the spaces here are too much, you can come, yeah, you can either come here to remove spacing, probably like this, then put some space here, and you have something beautiful. So there's a way all of the letters are looking like a textbook already. So let me make this bold, probably make it a segment or something. Okay. So I want to type the mathematics. So I will still go to create an environment. You will see a clear difference of what I'm talking about now. So F, then omega is equal to. Now I want to write this the equation I showed you earlier. This particular equation, right? I want to write it again. That is a sub n x raised to power alpha y raised to power beta plus minus a sub n plus 1 x raised to the power of alpha plus alpha minus plus minus c y raised to the power of beta plus dot dot dot. So I want to write that here. You see how beautiful it's going to look like. So a, now to write your sub is underscore n space goes down itself. Then s, see the s is looking kind of different with the normal x, just like what we showed. So I can place a space so I can go back to the block. I will just navigate and alpha, don't forget alpha, and navigate back to that's y to the power, that's the correct. Go there again, then a beta, right? Very simple. Then you press a plus, then you still press a minus, so it will go there automatically because it's in the environment, so it understand what you're trying to write. So a sub, now sub, so I can write n plus 1, then navigate x to the power of something else again, alpha plus or minus c, navigate your y to the power of beta. Okay, then plus one, two, three. The difference will be so clear. Okay, so where, let me say where n a c alpha and beta are constants. Okay, so you see there's a clear difference. Look at what I've just finished typing. This, let me copy the other one that was there before. You see that's obviously different. Look at this now. Let me copy. Oh, sorry about that. So let me copy this one. Compare it to what this looks like. You see the difference. So you see that this one that I've just finished typing looks more mathematical and more. It looks real than every other thing you must have seen somewhere else. Okay, now we want to do the other thing. So I'll just go ahead to do same thing for the rest of the notes that we're trying to create. So now another way you can do it, if you've already typed some mathematics and you are just coming across this course, you don't need to retype everything again. You can still create an environment just by simply highlighting it, and you can get your equations to be beautiful. What am I saying? What I mean is that you can actually do like this. This is what I had before, so I can just highlight what I want to make to look like an equation. So I'll highlight it, then go to insert, and I'll click on equation. It will change automatically, but some things might be altered because this is supposed to be t squared. So you just come to edit it, correct, and a space. That's correct. That okay. So all of this F2, I want them to look. So I can just highlight all this one, insert, then I'll go to equations. See, they're looking different now. So I'll come here, same thing, insert equation, and it's better. So I can make this one to stand straight. Then all of this, just align them, insert and equation. So it's centralized, but you can take it to the left, Control L, and boom, you have it. It's different from what I showed you earlier. This looks real. You can add the box if it's a proof. Don't forget. So it makes it simple, but this is not a proof anyways. So that's how to type a basic project. So after this, this is the end of the first uh, class. So I'm going to be moving to the first one next and our next class. I'm going to move to the next thing and type more sophisticated materials. So I'm going to drop the PDF of this particular class, this particular project in the comment section. So make sure you download it and so you can have a good view of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to drop your assignment in the group chat so that you guys can solve by typing it, and you send it to me. So let's see if you've really, really utilized this first class. And until then, I'll see you in the subsequent classes.